Hey traders, CN Trader here. Wanted to go over a chart. Want to take some time and take a look at the Euro Aussie. So we're going to pull it up here. We're on the Euro Aussie weekly here, and just want to remind everybody these lines we drew out in the last video. Posted them. This is a weekly chart, and you can see the structure very nicely. Respects them. We came up. We had a really nice sell in here. On the weekly chart, we had a nice pattern: X to A to B, B to C, C to D, falling in here, and we were able to get involved and got down plus 700 pips. And then we took another trade. If we look on the daily, this is the one that was on the thread when I told you guys I'd do this video. You can see this pattern here. It was a beautiful bat pattern that came in, and you could see this was our sell for 700 pips. This is our sell for our buy for over 450 pips, and that's what we were able to do. It's kind of been a harmonic paradise for us with this pair, especially on the higher time frames. So enough about what we did. Let's talk about what I'm looking at for potential opportunities. There's going to be some opportunities that are developing currently, and some opportunities that we may be able to look forward to towards the future, and we'll see what happens with that. Nothing is guaranteed. There is no guarantee here, but at least we can identify some areas where we can look for behavior to take place so we can get involved with some nice high probability opportunities. So first thing we're going to look at was we're going to dive into this 4-hour chart, and we're going to see two nice areas where we can draw a swing. First off, if we look at this right here, this swing high to this swing low, you can see that we've come up into a 618 extension. Okay, so we have a ratio that's very important, 618. And we take this swing right here. You can see that same area, we have a 786. And then if we take another one right here, from here, and we come into this area, you can see we got a nice 886 that comes in from this area. All right, so we're looking at a few things here. We have a sell zone, so we're going to draw out a pattern, a couple, and we're going to start from here because I think this one really encompasses all of them. All right, so we come here, X to A to B, B to C, and completion C to D in this area. All right, so we're going to have a sell zone that's right in here. Now, some people may prefer, we're just going to clean this up a little bit. We got really nice ratio confluence in that area. But some people may prefer this to look at this as a Gartley, right? Come right into a 618. We don't quite get that 707, and the 786 comes right into this area right in here. Okay, and you can see it did come up into that area and then extended higher. All right, so we're looking at that. And so our sell zone really starts to come in right in here. That's a pretty large sell zone. All right, if you look at that, that's approximately 200 pips. Not that big of a deal, but for some people, that's concerning to them. So we want to make sure that we look at the options. I like this. I love me some bat patterns, as most of you know. We're going to come down here. Just get rid of this right here. And you can see there's the 886 that comes in right in here. Okay, so there's something else happening as well. Remember, we talked about this coming to a 618 right here. So we get a pullback, and we have a potential AB equals CD pattern that comes right into this area here, this zone here. So there are lots of reasons for this area to be a nice sell zone where we're going to expect some behavior to take place. And so there is room to the top, even though we've come down, there's much more room to the upside for us. So we're going to keep an eye on that. So let's take a look at what else is potentially happening here. If we do get involved in a sell, where price can go, we're going to scoot up to the daily And we got a few things that are happening here. First off, remember this came up into a 618. So if we measure this swing to this swing, we got a 786 it's coming into. If we measure it from here, we got the 618. Okay, and so if we get the 618 comes down into that area, we can look at a potential AB equals CD pattern anywhere from here to here. But we have it right there, and you see it comes in nicely to this blue line. Everything looks good right now. We'll see how it develops, and you can see the structure that's here. And when we look left, we can see all that areas where some previous buying, the last buying spree that came in before to get to the new high, came in right in here, and you can see the breakout of this significant weekly structure took place right off of this line. We broke out, we came down, battled a little bit, and broke out to a new high. Came down, touched it again, broke out to a new high. So we can see this area could be a significant area. You want to pay attention to both these areas, this area here and this area here. Okay, so the other thing we have that I'm looking at is what I call a potential head and shoulder development. We got the left shoulder here, we got the head right here, and we got the potential right shoulder to develop. Now that's not confirmed yet, so we're going to go ahead and put this here, and we're going to put a nice little question mark right there, and we'll see. That remains to be seen, and we'll see if in fact that does pan out. So where's our neckline? Our neckline comes in right here. It could really anywhere in here. Right? This is some noise. This was some stops that were taken out. You can see they respected, again, they respected this weekly area, and they broke out to a new high. So I like to put it here. You could do what you want. So for rule of thumb for some pattern gurus out there is you can expect to move the distance between the head and the neckline. And if you see, we come down into this next area where we look left, where there's some significant structure. Now, if this does happen, there is no guarantee that it will, but if it does happen, it's not going to happen tomorrow. This is a daily chart, and we're working on some weekly numbers here, so this could take some time to develop, and so you have to have patience and discipline. What I like about this, though, is sometimes you get a fake out. The market gives you a nice little fake out on let's fix this right here, on a broken neckline, right? Everybody's expecting it to come down here. There's no reason why it shouldn't, but you got this nice little move right in here, right? That price might only come down to here. Right? The other thing we want to look at is a potential extension of a 131 extension, right? So price comes down into this level at the 131. We may have ourselves, and then it comes right back up above that neckline, we may have ourselves a potential shark pattern developing, or its baby brother, the cipher pattern developing. That's all very possible. But those are some areas that we want to be paying attention to. There's some confluence down in this area too, so we're going to take a look at that real quick. If we take this measurement here from this swing to this swing low to swing high right there, you see we came down into a 50. Come down to a 50, what are we looking for? More often than not, we're looking for an 886. So we're going to come down in here, and we can see that comes right down into our area and creates a nice little bat pattern completion. X to A to B, B to C, question mark, C to D. Makes another nice bat pattern. So there are a lot of potential possibilities that can happen. We want to keep an eye out for these things. And if price behaves the way we want it to behave in our areas, then we can look for opportunities for a high probability trade opportunity. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Please like if you do. Let me know if you like it. If you want more of them, let me know. That said, enjoy, have fun, trade your plan, make a great day. Do your own due diligence, and may we all make bank. Game-changing bank. The kind of bank that makes you just think and grow.